have your quality of life regained because of a breakthrough treatment, just to have it taken away, it's not fair, and something needs to be done. Good morning, y'all. My mom and I are up early fighting the traffic, which my mom absolutely despises. You know why there's traffic? The snowbirds are back. Which, for those of y'all who don't know, I'm sure you know, but snowbirds are.
So say goodbye to your handicap parking spaces. They're all taken all the time.
We're in Florida, alright? It's a lot of older people, and it's true, when the snowbirds come back, it's quite difficult to find handicap parking, but it's fine. So it's people who come south from up north to escape the harsh winters, and we joke about it, but they're actually really good for the economy here in Florida. But anyways, we are on the way to my immunologist because I am getting my Xolair shot, and my body is like, let's just say I'm very ready to get this shot. It is time. Oh, so this is gonna be my 7th shot, by the way. My mom and I were like, is this 6 or 7? It's number 7. Just got my 2 shots, which is never fun. So thick. Xolair is so thick.
Oh, it is.
My mom, whenever I get the shot, she's like hiding her face. Thanks. We just put the band-aids on because sometimes I bleed a little bit after, and I don't want it to get on my clothes, but it's fine. Thank you, Mom.
Ooh, this one is bleeding.
Yeah, see, I don't want it to get on my clothes. Thank you, Mommy dearest. And good to go. We actually decided to move my Xolair from every 4 weeks to every 3 weeks because it's that last week when I tend to have more problems. We were considering doing it every 2 weeks, but we're gonna try every 3 weeks first, go from there. That went well. I think the new plan of every 3 weeks is gonna help because, like I said, it's really that last week and I start having more problems with my mast cell disease, and I feel like I need another Xolair shot. But I'll return in 3 weeks. We'll go from there. I'm just really thankful for this treatment, how much it has helped me. And unrelated to this appointment, y'all may have noticed I had Harlow healing on the left, and I was able to use her counterbalance with my left arm. And since my surgery, you know, it's been really tight, so she'd actually had to heal on my right side for a bit, which she knows how to. It's just kind of odd because I'm so used to her healing on the left. But yeah, my arm's doing much better, especially with the PT, so getting back into the normal way of things, healing on the left side. But I guess Harlow's more versed in the right side now than she was before, but good things. The only troubling news is I was talking to her about the massive IV Benadryl shortages in the US right now. I'm not sure if y'all are aware. It's concerning, and I will update y'all more about that when we get home. But anyways, Mom, thank you so much for taking me. Alrighty, I am home and ready to give y'all some more information about this appointment. So overall, it went well. The biggest change for my Xolair is we're going from every 4 weeks to every 3 weeks to hopefully kind of like have a crash and my symptoms just become more manageable in that last week. So to keep the Xolair more fresh in my system and to help with more symptom control, we are going to do every 3 weeks, see how that goes. We can even make it as often as every 2 weeks, but I don't want to take more medication than I need. So we'll see how this goes first. My other medications and treatments like my IVIG, staying the same, got a refill on some medications. The concern at this appointment, and oh, of course, we also talked about my hospital stay because after my surgery, I had that mast cell flare. And, you know, while I was in the hospital, they handled it as best they could. And that isn't my normal. I flared because of the stress on my body from the surgery. So we've gotten past it and we're gonna keep going. You know, my doctor was like, I mean, obviously it sucked, but we don't need to focus on it and be extremely worried because it was an extraneous thing. It was the surgery that caused a flare up. It wasn't that my symptoms aren't controlled. You know, when I don't have any extra stresses on my body, like surgeries or whatever else, I'm doing pretty well. And we're hopeful to see me continue to improve on the Xolair as we change up the schedule, and just the more you use it, the more potential it has to work even better for your body. So we're past that flare up and we're gonna keep moving forward. But anyways, the concern of this appointment is that there is a huge national IV Benadryl shortage going on, and it has already affected so many people very negatively. As y'all know, I use IV Benadryl through my central line to help control my mast cell disease, and the IV Benadryl has given me my life back. And many people, many mast cell warriors, and not just for mast cell disease, for many conditions, rely on IV Benadryl. And the shortage is so severe that even hospitals are struggling. When I was in the hospital, if y'all recall, I was on CDI, continuous diphenhydramine infusion, just a continuous drip of IV Benadryl to help control my severe symptoms. And I had to provide my own IV Benadryl vials because the hospital was so short. And this shortage is due to a number of factors, the main one being a lot of production facilities were located in Puerto Rico, and they got wiped out with those horrendous hurricanes last year. And now we're starting to see, oh gosh, there's not enough people producing it and we can't supply the demand. But something needs to be done. There are production facilities here in the United States, and we are trying to bring awareness to this issue and make it important to other people, so efforts are put into it to correct this problem that has drastically impacted a great number of chronic illness warriors. And there is a way you can help if you are interested, and I urge you, if you're able to do so, please, we do need your help. I'm gonna put a link in the description to a video and petition. Cheyenne made the video. She's a fellow mast cell warrior, and Cheyenne, you did a great job. And if you sign the petition, you know, the more signatures we get, the more people will hear our voices and know about this problem going on. And I am so grateful. Although I cannot get more IV Benadryl at this time, for now I am okay on IV Benadryl. I am also okay on EpiPens. EpiPens also often go on shortage, and for a time, EpiPens were on back order and the Benadryl was on shortage. I was like, that was pretty terrifying. But personally, I am okay on my medications for now. But what the future holds is uncertain until this problem is fixed. Unfortunately, there's not really any alternative to IV Benadryl. Yes, there are other treatments and other antihistamines, but for me personally, and I'm sure it's the same for many other warriors, IV Benadryl is what works best for my body. There is nothing to really compare to it to give me the relief I need and the quality of life. It's concerning, and I don't want y'all to worry about me. I am grateful to be okay in my medications right now, but I know so many people who are not, and it's heartbreaking. My thoughts and prayers are with everyone who's struggling through this right now. You know, to have your quality of life regained because of a breakthrough treatment, just to have it taken away, it's not fair, and something needs to be done, which is why I'm bringing awareness to this problem. The more people who know, the more effort can go into correcting it. All of that aside, I feel that my mast cell disease is on the way to getting better. We're making progress as I continue on the Xolair. But man, life as a chronic illness warrior, it's scary and rough sometimes, but we have each other. I'm gonna keep moving forward, and that is the update I wanted to give y'all. And I'm very glad I got my Xolair shot today, because I know I'm gonna start feeling better starting tomorrow. I still get what I call the Xolair hangover. The evening, so I get my shot in the morning. This evening, I'm gonna feel very lethargic, and I get body pains, and I feel exhausted, but then I wake up the next day and I'm feeling better. That Xolair is definitely working. So anyways, that's all I had to share with y'all. And with that, I will say goodbye, and thanks for joining us on our adventure.